Hi, welcome to James Miller Lifeology, where you learn to simplify and transform your life. My name is James Miller. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and a composer. In this episode, I wanted to focus on the lessons that we learn in every single situation that we encounter. When we're kids, we're taught not to play with fire because we will get burned. And even now, let's say you're walking down the street and there's a pebble in your shoe. Well, you immediately stop, remove the pebble because there's discomfort in your body. But why is it that we don't take care of the same thing in our emotional well-being? Often we experience the same event over and over, or something that's very similar, and we have the same emotional expression. And so we don't deal with it. We allow for it to happen over and over and over again. And that's why we have so many cycles in our life. But the good news is, we will eventually learn the lesson when we pay attention. For example, so my dog, Bosley Whitaker, he and I go for a walk every morning. So if I am walking him down the street on the leash, I have my headset in because I like to listen to podcasts in the morning, and I have my coffee here, so I'm trying to do multiple things. And we've told you before that multitasking rule does not work. Well, this is an example of how it does not work. So as I'm walking down the street with him, if he starts to pull on the leash, which is what a dog does, and I'm starting to fumble, if I find all this frustration and annoyance come up, there was a time when I would not be okay with that, and it would really aggravate me. But now, when I recognize that, I simply say, thank you, Bosley Whitaker, for teaching me patience today. Because that's the lesson I need to learn at that moment. So many times we experience things and we don't reframe it to say, what am I learning about myself? What am I learning in the moment? And that's what we need to do, because it switches out from the emotional pain and frustration to what's the lesson here. And sometimes I do that just very randomly. I may be with friends and I may say a joke or something, and then I ask myself, well, what's the lesson here? And so sometimes it's, wow, James, yeah, it was kind of funny, or you're a funny person. Other times I may be doing something and I can recognize other areas in my life in which I'm struggling and I want to work on. So it's always important to randomly check in with yourself to determine what is the lesson. The lesson can be good or bad, however you want to frame it, but it's important to recognize that there is a lesson there. So if we do look at something, let's say you have a breakup, and the reframe or the lesson we have is I'm worthless or I'm less than. We talked about yesterday with rejection, and that's not the takeaway that I'm looking for in this particular episode. I'm looking for you to have a lesson in which you can grow from it, not in something that reinforces a negative belief you have about yourself. So in everything we do and everything we encounter, to always ask yourself, what am I learning about myself right now? Or what is a lesson in this particular episode? Will allow you to not repeat those same emotional patterns and emotions of distress over and over and over again. So thank you for watching James Miller Lifeology today. I'll see you tomorrow.